Well, hello there, you beautiful, beautiful, amazing, wonderful people. You're looking absolutely spectacular today. It's probably because it's the midweek hump, and if you're anything like me, you love a midweek hump. But anyway, let's get straight into the meat and potatoes. As I was over on, I was going to say Twitter, but it's actually X now, isn't it? X. And I was looking at Bryan Enton. Bryan Enton was talking about the fact that they've filed new papers because there's an upcoming hearing in the Idaho 4 case. I might stream it, I might not. But they're talking about Bryan Kohberger wearing street clothes like this. He could be wearing this. He could be coming to a courtroom dressed like this with that muggin. Look, leave him alone. He's not free yet, ladies. He's not free yet. Behave. But he would like to. He was saying that basically he brought the Goncalves into it again, and the Goncalves were like, he was like saying, yeah, they want Bryan Kohberger to wear street clothes because if he apparently wears an orange jumpsuit, then it gives the impression of guilt. And he wants to be viewed as not guilty. Because at the moment, he's not fucking guilty, is he? He's not been proven to be guilty. And in fact, it hasn't yet proven that he even deserves to be in that room. Not completely. And I was looking at the comments. I'm going off on a tangent here, but fuck it. I'll roll with it. Come with me. And the amount of comments that were like saying he was indicted by a grand jury. Grand jury said he did it. They believed, and those people clearly weren't fucking following anything, were they? Because if you believe Jay Logston, it would seemingly suggest that there was jurors in there that would be questioning and saying that they need more. So that wasn't even definitive. And look, don't get me wrong, maybe Jay Logston was just playing the game a little bit and trying to, stir the pigeons, the hornet's nest, because he's fucking good at that, I'll tell you. But the point being, the old saying is that a grand jury could indict a jam fucking sandwich. But yet you've got people who are basing the entire foundation of their belief of Bryan Kohberger being guilty on that. I do suppose that it's slightly better that they're sort of basing it on the grand jury than the fucking spackers who are basing it on what they see on fucking NewsNation, Court TV and Dateline, because them fucking people rarely need their head read. And look, when it goes to trial, it might be proven beyond a reasonable doubt that he did it. I won't feel bad in a sense that I have been from the mindset at the start, from the very beginning, that Bryan Kohberger does need to be proven to be guilty, and at this present point in time, I don't feel that that's been done. And in fact, there's been some very credible people who have raised some huge doubts. Cy Ray, for instance. And some people might like Cy, some people don't. I happen to like the guy. I think he's fucking good at what he does. He's clearly fucking smart. He's smarter than me, and I'm guessing he's smarter than a large proportion of the people who don't fucking like what he has to say either. Which is probably why they don't fucking like him, because they don't fucking understand it. And what people don't understand scares them. And what Cy Ray was saying when he was in his hearing, that seemingly scared the defence, because they did not have, not the defence, sorry, the defence of him, the prosecution, because they didn't have anything to say. They did not want to question him at all. Probably because they simply fucking couldn't. But anyway, where are we? We're talking about clothing. So yeah, they were basically, the Goncalves family apparently is a hard no. It is a hard no. And my thought process ahead is, who the fucking hell asked you in the first place? Look, I get it. You've lost a child, and that is incredibly sad. But your behaviour has gotten to the point where people fucking can't stand you. And that's sad. That's sad. It's seldom do we see a situation where there is a family who has lost a child, especially in such a fucking horrendous situation, and they behave in such a fashion that people are sick to fucking death of hearing about them. I don't know why they don't just set up their own fucking YouTube channel and start doing a podcast, the amount that they want to talk about this case. Look, and I know I'll catch some flack, and be like, well, you talk about it. You talk about it, you do the same thing what they're doing. And look, they have got some supporters. And look, maybe I'm critical because this is what I'm going to say. This is why I'm critical of the Goncalves family, because they're fucking lied. They have come out and flat out lied about certain things. They have absolutely supported and pushed the fact that Bryan Kohberger was stalking these victims. He was stalking them. They were one of the main antagonists of that rumor. A huge antagonist of that rumor. And that is a fucking flat out lie. It is a lie. It has been stated by both prosecution and defense that there is no connection, and certainly no stalking, no evidence of stalking. There was no social media messages, as far as we are aware at this stage. So it leaves you with the question as to, is somebody leaking information to Steve Goncalves and Christy Goncalves that they shouldn't be bringing out? Or are they just basically talking shit because they just believe Bryan Kohberger's guilty? They just believe he's guilty. I hear a lot of people who turn around and say that it's about, you know, they don't care who did it. They just want somebody to pay. And I don't even think it's that. I just think they absolutely 100% believe that it's Bryan Kohberger. They've either been told something, they've seen something, they've read stuff the wrong way, or somebody is talking to them and they have concluded that Bryan Kohberger is the person. The downside is it's the same old story. We see it in comments every fucking day. And that is that when people have made up their mind, they do not look at anything other than what offers them solace. And there is only solace to be found in them having their beliefs and thoughts supported, that they're right, things that back up them. The downside is there isn't anything coming from a credible source at this stage that does back up the guilt. And the things that we do have access to are questionable. Absolutely questionable, but they will not question it. They will not dare do that, because for them that will open up another can of worms. But to be in a position where you are that hell-bent on obtaining what you class as justice, when that starts spilling into the realms of you could affect everybody's ability to obtain justice, do you not fucking think for 1 second that even if Bryan Kohberger is found guilty, and it's a rocky guilt, do you know what I mean? It's not like a fucking slam dunk, look, we've got a picture of him, there was a camera in the room, or we saw him enter the room. It is a circumstantial, evidence-based guilty. What do you think are going to be the primary grounds for an appeal? It will be the absolute hatred of Bryan Kohberger in the media, and how that was driven by the likes of the Goncalves family and a 60,000 people strong army behind them, who at every single fucking turn of this case has had something to say, some comment or some action that they've done which is skating very fucking close to the bone. You can't go out there and start saying that you're interviewing potential jurors. Like, even with this latest thing, the GoFundMe, let's put the fucking GoFundMe aside. It splits the room. Some people think that it's okay for them to ask. I've even fucking asked now because I want to go to the trial. I think the case in point being is it right to ask if you don't have to? Is it right to ask if you don't have to ask? The question is I can, but should I? And it's like what I said in my video. For those who actually paid attention, I said that it shouldn't be said they can't do it. It shouldn't be said they can't. My issue was with them is that people were offering them everything for free. That was my fucking problem. So if you're going to criticise my thought process, watch the fucking video. Watch the whole video and take it in and listen. How can they be sitting there asking for 50,000 when people are offering them everything that they need for free? And some people say, well, they'll lose earnings and stuff like that. But you also don't need 10 people there for the 3-month period. The only reason that you're going there through the entire period, that 3 months pre-trial, and not just the trial itself, the 6 weeks, is because that is indicative of someone who wants to get out in the community, be seen, and potentially be able to impact. You're a 10 strong, you're going to be hard to be missed, and that was the point. And anybody who don't think that is the point, then you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention. But should Bryan Kohberger be able to wear what the fuck he likes? What the fuck he likes? The guy is innocent at this stage. He is innocent. It's not out of the realms of possibility either that he will be found innocent. Think about it. How would you want to be treated if you was in exactly the same position? How would you want your child to be treated if they were in exactly the same position? Taking every single thing into consideration. What would you want? Let me know down below. I'll catch you all in video 3 later today.